Hello and welcome to another Mojo Mesh tutorial video for Shopify. In my last video, I introduced you to the concept of creating banners for your Shopify site using the HTML section that's available in many themes, including the warehouse theme, which is the theme that I use for my example. And in this video, my goal is to show you how you can inject video inside your call to action banner that you create with GPT. Let's get started. So I'm going to go to customize inside my warehouse theme, and I'm going to grab the little piece of code that we created in the last video by simply asking ChatGTP to create us a call to action banner using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you can see here is my custom HTML section. This custom HTML section may or may not be available in your theme. If you're using one of the free Shopify themes, it might not be available. It wasn't available in the two free themes that I had a look at. So I moved to the warehouse theme because I knew this is in the warehouse theme. And in this custom HTML section here, on the right side, we can see the code that that GPT generated. I'm going to take that code. I'm going to give it back to GPT, just so I create some context in a new chat to remind it what we did and what we're working with. Let's see what it says. It's complimenting itself on the design of the code, offering some improvements. Okay, I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to let GPT know what we're doing. And I'm showing you this because this is how I want you to learn to work with GPT. GPT is profound and powerful for working with Shopify and code, but don't expect it to be able to replicate what it did on previous occasions. It will make mistakes in creating these kind of custom functionality, custom components and sections, custom user experience using ChatGTP for your Shopify site. Expect that you will need to go back and forth. GPT will generate code based on your description. The more descriptive you are, the more powerful your capacity to imagine and visualize what you want. You can show GPT examples from other websites. You can show GPT screenshots, or you can work purely with what you see as being possible in your ability to describe that to GPT. GPT will generate code for you, which you'll implement on the website, and it may or may not work. I have had to go back and forth, more than 20, 30 rounds of asking for revisions and fine tuning before I get the result that I want. But that said, I've been able to create things that really pop, that really were very, very impressive. And I was amazed I could combine animations and JavaScript and video and audio. Your imagination plays a large role in this, and it's an iterative process. So that said, here GPT knows what we're working with, and I'm just going to let it know. Hi, GPT. Let's add a video background to this banner. I'm just going to let it know at first simply what we're doing to give it some context. And so you can ask GPT what's possible. If you start with a simple banner and let GPT know, I want to put video in, what is possible? Because what is possible with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, all of which can go into this little section inside your Shopify. What is possible with those components of code is quite astounding. And so you'll need to work with GPT as you develop your creative assets for your website. So GPT here has let us know the video background, it can autoplay, it can be muted, it can loop. It can have a overlay with a semi-transparent background so that the text that's over the top of it can be readable. GPT can design it to be mobile friendly. You can have smooth fade out effects for closing, and many, many, many more things are possible. So GPT has given us some code here with the video in it, and it's asking me to replace the yourvideo.mp4 with a real MP4 video URL. Now, here I need to introduce to you a concept. When you are creating these custom banners and custom components for your Shopify site with ChatGTP, and there are creative assets required, more often than not, those creative assets will need to be already uploaded to your Shopify creative assets, at which point they will have a URL. So let's start with that. We need a video. I'm going to go into Canva. I'm going to click Create a Design. I'm going to say Custom Size. I'm going to go with this 800 by 800. Again, in here, this is something you'll need to go back and forth, tweaking the size of the file, tweaking the size of the video and so on. And GPT can help guide you and instruct you if you don't get it right on the first time, which is very likely that you won't. So then we go to Elements. And I'm going to say hearts video. Let's see what we find. So videos of hearts here. Okay. All right. I'm going to take this one. Stretch it to be full size. Okay, I'm going to call it Hearts Video. A little trick to know with Canva is to make sure there are no funny symbols like commas and so on in the name of the file. That can cause you problems with uploading the file to Shopify. Okay, I'll share this. Might take a while to share. And basically, I'm going to upload this little video to Shopify, which will give me a URL. So let's go back in here. We need to go out of here. And we need to go over to, see here on your left menu, you have content. You open that up, you get meta objects, files, menus, blog posts. We're going to click on files. And I'm going to drag our hearts video in. And we need to wait for the upload again. So anything else that you want to include within the custom banner that you create or other custom components that you create with GPT for your Shopify, you need to if you happen to be using Shopify, not WordPress or something else, you need to upload them here. So if it was an image and you come into content, files, and now we have our hearts video, and you see now that it's uploaded, I have a little link icon here. I click this link icon. Now I have the link to the video. I'll show you if I put that into my browser. cdn.shopify/videos with a string of letters and numbers. This is our video that we created in Canva. It's hosted on Shopify, connected to our site. So we have all of the internet powers that we need for this to be published on our site using GPT. So we go back over to GPT. We're going to say, hey, I got the video link. It's published on Shopify. Can you inject this into our banner? And then give GPT the link. GPT says, got it. I've injected your Shopify hosted video link into the banner. Below is the updated code with your Shopify video URL embedded. Generating the call to action button. We haven't given it a link yet. Call to action button hover color. Okay, what's new in this update? The Shopify video is integrated, uses your provided Shopify MP4 URL, smooth close animation, the banner fades out before disappearing, full responsiveness, works on all devices, better readability, the semi-transparent dark overlay. So let's see what happens. I'll open this in a new tab. There is a chance that this won't work at all. There's a chance that it will work fine, but we need to make some tweaks. And I'm just showing you that we can, in fact, add video to the background of this banner. Let's go back to if we click on the left side here, you can see custom HTML. That will open the box on the right, or we could click actually on the banner itself. We open the code that we've got here. I have already copied the new code from GPT, so I'll delete the code and place the new code in. Wow, and there it is with our video background. So obviously we need to make tweaks to this. We can see GPT's looping it. GPT has put the gray overlay. We can ask for that to be a different color. The banner is now too large. We can ask GPT to adjust that and give GPT the dimensions that we want. But this is just to show you that we can do things with ChatGPT completely for free as long as your theme supports the custom HTML section. And I'm sure you're getting a sense that you can go back and forth with GPT, coming up with different ideas, and you can end up with some beautiful interactive call to action banners and other custom components for your Shopify site using the amazing ChatGPT. Okay, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to Mojo Mesh for more videos like this. Ciao.